How's my hair? Does it look good? Does it look pretty? Doing something different, guys. Oh my god, what's going on? What's happening, guys? Dave the Film Junkie here. Cheers. Deadpool says cheers. Welcome to the Film Junkie After Video Show. Not really a show. It's just me, my webcam, and my microphone. Reason why my hair looks like shit is because I've had a lazy day. I haven't showered. I'm not afraid to admit it. And I put on a hat when I went out when I went to my mom's for dinner. Yeah, I just was like, screw it, because last night I had a pretty crazy night. So we'll talk about that in a bit. Anyways, if you're new to my little show here, I basically talk about what the videos I uploaded on the other channel. Just kind of talk a little bit more about them and stuff like that. I need to talk a little bit more about them, I should say. And yeah, this weekend there was a nice slew of videos that came about. I think we're going to start, let's start on just the first page right here. First one being Christine Everhart reports Avengers impact in Captain America Civil War viral video. This is WHIH News. This is played by Leslie Gibb. Leslie Bibb, who was in the first Iron Man movie, the reporter. She's showed up I think she showed up in Iron Man 2, did she not? And maybe something else, I don't know. But she's doing the viral videos, and it's pretty cool. I just love how they do that. It makes it feel more real. That's what I like. And then the Flash movie might see these 5 Flash characters. Yeah, one of them being Captain Cold for sure, Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne. Just some of those characters. Of course, Iris West, naturally, since that's like his one and only. Nothing else about it. It's just like a casting call. You know that for sure Iris West is going to be in there, and I'm sure Eobard Thawne. I almost want to say Thorn too. You know that they're going to be in it because, Reverse Flash. Let's see some more Reverse Flash. That's what's going to be interesting is, are they going to strive big time to try to be really different from the Flash TV show, which I finally started watching season 2 today. We'll get to that. The Inhumans movie release date removed from the MCU movie slate. That's right. The reaction? People are kind of going, well, maybe it's because of Fantastic Four or the second Spider-Man movie or a possible Avengers X-Men crossover. People are really going crazy. If it was Warner Brothers, people would be shitting on it like crazy. Just saying. And there's something I wanted to talk about with that too, but yeah. So who knows why they did it? I think this is what it is. This is what it is right here. Okay, they have other properties. They just got Spider-Man back, and they got other properties, and it's not like they just came up with their entire movie slate and just had an idea for everything. They had an idea. But all of a sudden it's like, well, we got these other properties that we can get about, especially when getting Spider-Man back and then adding to it. A lot of people are giving shit to the fact that they still haven't given Black Widow her own movie, Natasha Romanoff, because it would be awesome because, of course, first woman, blah, blah, blah. And then people are comparing it to the whole Ghost in the Shell stupid fucking thing. It's like, well, people say Scarlett Johansson sells a movie, but yet Marvel doesn't want to make a standalone Black Widow movie. And I'm going, ugh. Why do people just want to turn it to just sexism and racism all the time? Here's what it is. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, is a side character, just like Hawkeye. Flint? I don't know. Why am I... whatever. My brain's been mushy today. They're side characters, okay? They are initially side characters, agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I know they have their own books and stuff like that, and they're well known within that community, but it's just they want to get the big characters out there, okay? That's what they want to do. I'm sure eventually they should do a Black Widow movie and then have Hawkeye be part of that too. Do it. They eventually will, I think, but people are just freaking out. It's no, of course they're going to do, the first woman is going to be Captain Marvel because she is a superhero. Natasha, Hawkeye, not so much. They're more side characters. Calm down. Just saying. Just I wouldn't think that they would make a Robin or a Batgirl movie, New Green Lantern Corps rumor suggests a trio. We actually heard that before, but this was pretty much ironclad that yes, it will in fact have Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and Kyle Rayner. all those three human Green Lanterns, and supposedly Hal Jordan will be older, close to Bruce Wayne's age, I imagine, and the other two will be younger, which I think that works. I'm sure people are pissing and moaning about that. A ton of new Captain America Civil War stills featuring the entire cast. Yeah, a shit ton of images came out, guys. Like 75, I believe it was. It took a bit to get all that situated on that post. The Blob versus Angel, a new X-Men Apocalypse image. Yeah, a lot of people are complaining about this too. Like, oh my god, why would they spoil that? It's like, why? I'm sure the Blob's only going to be there for one scene. No big deal. And is this who Willem Dafoe is playing in the Justice League? It's kind of funny because I even mentioned that in the video that I was just talking about Dr. Fate, and with a fellow coworker, because we were talking about Doctor Strange, and he was all, wait a minute, isn't there like, oh yeah, what about Dr. Fate? And I was like, oh yeah, I remember hearing rumors about him too, possibly being introduced in the DCEU, and hey, Willem Dafoe might be playing him, man. I mean, it's basically Doctor Strange with better headgear. He's just got a big fucking helmet over his entire face. I mean, and he's a sorcerer, magic, everything. So there you go. And then today, I uploaded final Apocalypse form spotted and X-Men Apocalypse trailer tomorrow. So look forward to that on the other channel. I'll link you to go watch it, and then I'll do, of course, my reaction on this channel. Hopefully they drop it before I go to work. Usually that's been the case. But yeah, there's like a Monster Palooza, which I would love to have gone. They had a case full of movie collectibles, like statues and shit, and masks. Like, you had Black Panther, Loki's horns, you had some Batman vs Superman stuff, you had some, I think even some other, like Tron masks too. And they had the X-Men part, they had Magneto, and then they had this bust of like Apocalypse, and it didn't look like Oscar Isaac too much. It looked like a fucking swelled up version, like a big version of Apocalypse. So we might see, I don't think what we've seen already is going to be who he is. He's going to be something giant, I think. He's going to turn into just something huge. So, and then a new Suicide Squad image with Harley Quinn smiling at Deadshot, which was nice to see. It was funny because I posted that on a Facebook forum, and someone went, fake! It's fake! It's like, yes, yeah, I could tell it's fake. It's total Photoshop. You know, we haven't seen any footage or any images of these two at all. Somebody just like, you know, fan art, put it together, you know, and said, here you go. This is, nah. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Some people. Sometimes I hate posting on those Facebook forums, because those are the most like disgruntled people sometimes. It's like crazy. Anyway, so there you go. What did I want to touch bases on? I don't really want to, but what was it, Friday over the weekend sometime? There's a lady of YouTube saw some kind of death threat on her Instagram, and it made the rounds. It made the rounds, and it was taken like as a big deal. Which, okay, I can understand. Nobody wants to get a death threat, and I guess the fact that he mentioned like the city that she lives in or close to, even though like on her Twitter or Facebook, everything shows that she's from Los Angeles. Burbank is, it's part of Los Angeles. So I guess she freaked out, and of course she had a post about it, but what I didn't understand is like she posted, it was, the guy got on her for not liking Man of Steel. Simple as that. And he said, like, if I ever see you, and he had the gun emoji and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And it's stupid, really stupid. Like, I don't even, it's a common practice. That's the thing that upset me about it and got me like going, what the fuck is everybody, because it was like, this is not a new thing. All of a sudden it was like, I mean, even James Gunn retweeted it, and I'm going, wow, what? I mean, this is not a new thing. I've gotten death threats many times before. People have asked me to go kill myself underneath my videos, and it happens all the time. Every YouTuber goes through it. That's just one of the things you have to deal with, and it's not even dealing with it. You don't have to read the comments. First off, I think Chris Pratt said it one time. He said anything that has to do with him, he doesn't read the comments. And it's actually a good practice to have. Sometimes I'll read my comments. Most of the time I don't, because sometimes there's just some ignorant shit in there, and you just kind of like go, ugh. It just reminds you that there's just miserable pieces of shit out there that do that to get a reaction such as the reaction he got. So he won, even though I think he got his Instagram removed and stuff like that. But I mean, he won. He got the reaction. He got her scared. He's not going to do anything. It's just a common practice. Like, it happens all the time. But what pissed me off is the fact that she linked DC Comics She put their handle. And I'm going, why did you put their handle? It's not their fault. This is not somebody that works for DC Comics. He just liked Man of Steel. And what, you're blaming DC Comics now? That's what rubbed me the wrong way about it. And then even other YouTubers that associate with her, they were posting some bad comments too that had to do with like Batman vs Superman. There's a weird thing going on, and I'm going to probably do a final thoughts video about what has happened, what this weird divide and weird shit that's happened in the movie world, the YouTube movie world with Batman vs Superman. It's a fucking crazy thing. It just, guys that I've respected are now looking like fucking pussies and acting just crazy about certain things like this, and posting things and ridiculing fans and stuff like that over things. And it's just kind of like, it's been like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, I'm not saying that I've been a saint either. I mean, but that whole thing is just like, come on. This is part of YouTube. Yes, it shouldn't happen. And even there's somebody threw like, oh yeah, it doesn't make it right. I'm like, yes, of course it doesn't make it right. Nobody wants to get a death threat. Nobody should have to suffer that. But the fact of the matter is, the internet is free for you to post whatever the fuck you want and say whatever the fuck you want. And the sad fact of the matter is, there are people on here that can't handle it. They don't have that thick skin, so they're making their effort to change the whole ecosystem of the internet to fit their parameters, to fit their paradigm. That's what sucks. And it's not just with like this. I follow other shit too, with social justice warriors and stuff like that, and these crazy third wave radical feminists that try to change, just try to just get rid of all the, I mean, there's going to be people that just want to just say shit at you and say, go kill yourself, go swallow a knife, or, go run into oncoming traffic. Big fucking deal. I get that all the time. They all get that all the time. And it's funny too, because it seems like when it happens to a woman, oh, it's terrible. But it happens to guys just as much, if not more. Like I said, I mean, I can go through all my videos if I wanted to, if I really, really wanted to, and screenshot every time there's been some guy that says to go fucking kill myself or I want to fucking kill you. It's just a common practice, If you're going to be on the internet, get some thick skin. Especially if you're going to be a voice, or on YouTube especially, get some thick skin. Don't shit your pants when somebody says something stupid. And don't bring in a whole big, huge empire that is DC Comics into the situation when they had nothing to do with it. Why? Because they made the movie? That's what just rubbed me the wrong way, I mean, and I have nothing against, what's her name, Clark Wolf or whatever. I don't have anything against her. She's talented. She does what she does. But Jesus Christ, look where you started. And then the fact of the matter is, now people are going, oh man, look at this. DC fans, they're fucking, they're douchebags, insensitive, unstable douchebags now. And I'm like, are you goddamn kidding me? One person does not represent a whole fucking group of people. And that's what this has started. And so much one-sided shit going on, in the actual world when it comes to racism and sexism, There's so much one-sided shit that happens with that. Now it's bled into the movie world, into the superhero movie world, because it's like, if this was reversed and it was a Marvel fan, it wouldn't I'm just saying, it's just like a weird thing. That's what puzzles me. That's why I get kind of like, what the fuck? It's like this one-sided shit that happens. And it just kind of just goes, we all want equality and just everything to be fair, but it doesn't seem like we actually do. I don't know. I do. And that's why I call out this shit and go, hey, well, if you look at it from this angle, and then people just call me racist, sexist, or a DC fanboy. Anyways, guys, so that's all I want to talk about. But yes, I had a pretty crazy week. Last night, just one of those nights where it was like, a friend of mine who I haven't seen in a couple months was like, hey, let's go do something. And we did stuff. And we were out late, and a lot of alcohol was consumed. So I was hungover, and I was on my couch most of the day. I did some work, which was great. And then I just decided, I'm going to watch Flash Season 2 now, finally. So I watched 4 episodes, and loving it. I'm actually, after I get done with this, I'm going to continue on and watch a couple more episodes. So let me know your thoughts about everything. And like I said, the drill, filmjunkie.com. It's all down below. Go check it all out. Cheers, guys. Miller Lite tonight. Anyways, all right, guys. Talk to you later.